welcome to Lugnutz.
ZDX. Funding Toyota. Water in an Audi. Avengers in Europe. Outlander Awards. Award. Just one. Genesis convertible. That and more.
Play on my channel. Drive on Lugnutz.
Right on over here, facebook.com/Lugnutz podcast. And of course, you can also find our content over on pjandwh.com. But we can also find this first story.
Over here at Acura, they have the ZDX electric vehicle. They're going to have this stuff that's surprisingly like Super Cruise.
Okay.
GM Super Cruise, because it's basically going to have GM Super Cruise level 2 driving, which means you can take your hands off the wheel when you're on highways. Certain highways, not all of them.
Not like those real bendy ones that are probably straight ones in Kansas.
It's basically a Chevy Blazer electric vehicle.
I'm about to say the outside looks like a fucking Infiniti, like QX series, you know? It just, you know.
Well, it's a Chevy Blazer, like all electric
Not saying you copied your
SUVs.
homework.
No, they did. They bought rights to the electric part, and because they couldn't do it. They'll do it eventually. That's what they're working on. But this has 557 horsepower, standard dual motor, all-wheel drive, 0 to 60, 4 seconds.
I mean, from what I understand, Honda they're not just willing to put all their eggs into that EV basket.
Not yet. No.
Just with GM, it's just kind of like, all right, well, we're just kind of dating in that same social area.
Yeah, but let's give it a look. Starting at 50,000.
It's about right for them. They're right about that price range. I mean, good luck finding one like that. But
That's the undercover one, which they added, and this is what it is.
for Honda in Japan.
The
But
interior is
very Honda.
the same, so...
You know what you're going to get with Acura? You're going to get an A right there.
Yep, well, not everyone's throwing their eggs in the electrical basket, but they might with this next story. Who's competing on the electrical market? I'll tell you who. Mazda will be. They have a three-phase plan to go all electric by 2030. They've committed.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people are going that way.
If you remember the Mazda MX-30 EV with the range extender, that was the start, the rotary engine.
Yeah.
Phase 2 is a rotary engine extender. And which to me sounds like phase 1.
Just with extra steps.
Sure. I guess they're going to make it bigger, I guess. The production line, I mean, not let the engine bigger. It's going to be still a teeny tiny.
There's only so much space.
Phase 3 is all electric with battery production.
Okay.
Which is the big part. They're going to collaborate with their big brother in the Japanese 5, Toyota. So they're going to borrow their neighbor's homework and get a job.
A lot of people sharing homework around here.
Yep.
Not a lot of people innovating.
This photo here was from the YouTube video that they leaked. They did not confirm anything.
So it may or may not look like this.
It's probably the new.
It just looks like a RX series kind of back end with some
Might
new
be
kind of
something.
taillights.
They're teasing this thing. There's photos below, I think, of that. That's the Mazda MX-30 electric vehicle with a rotary range extender. This is the one from the YouTube video.
Yeah, no, that looks good.
You may have seen.
Oh, that does look good. It almost does look
It's a fantastic looking car.
Yeah, it almost has that almost like a BMW kind of feel to that sedan. It's very sleek.
Yeah, they didn't say it was the 7. They said it's not that.
It's not that.
It's
It may be
not
something different.
That.
I don't care what it is. It looks good.
But up next, Hilux.
Hail Hydra.
Toyota is receiving funding to develop hydrogen fuel cell pickup truck, well known as the Toyota Hilux. It'll be developed in the East Midlands of England. Fuel cell technology involves hydrogen from the mixing with oxygen to make go power.
That's a way of putting it.
The U.S. Department of Energy says fuel cells vehicles emit only water vapor and warm air, so no other emissions. So they got that going for them.
That's what's great about them. No noxious emissions or sounds.
There might be some sounds coming from this next story. Audi 2023 RS6, twin turbo 4-liter V8 up to 621 horsepower, 0 to 100 kph, 3.4 seconds. Top speed 280 kph.
Looks like an Audi.
Kph because they're still German.
Ah, yeah.
Comes with 22 inches, and that are 15 grams lighter. They don't have a lot more info, but it looks like there's some Brembos on there too.
I mean, the bright
Big,
red caliper,
giant red,
takes up half the brake rotor. Yeah, I'd say that's probably Brembo.
It's got some stopping power, so
probably
this one's
Brembo
going
right
to be looking fantastic, and it's an estate.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like an Audi, man. You know, I mean, you buy it because you want to buy an Audi.
All the great car features with a little extra storage.
Boop, right in the back.
But speaking of the back, you might want to avoid the water in the back of your Audi. But apparently, there's 46 reports of wagons losing power.
Ooh.
If you spill liquid in the back, it could cause the engine's power to go away. It hits a...
I guess there's some kind of important wiring.
There's a
harness or
control
something back
module right
There
there,
you
and if you get something on it in the Audi A6 2019 through 2022, Audi A7, Audi 19 through 22, Audi A6 all-road 20 through 22.
It's just like some SUVs they have the sunroof drains and the A-pillars, and they get clogged.
Basically, all Audis, SUVs from 19 to 22.
Yeah. So, and they leak on control modules like that. So it's something like that to where a leak, you got to fix the leak.
Right. No leaks in this next story. More power.
Mm-hmm.
More power in this next story. The Dodge Challenger SRT. It's going away after 2023. Get them while they're hot. And you can get a hot manual 6-speed Temrec. Termic? You can get a 6-speed manual
Tremec
on the Challenger variants RT.
Mm-hmm.
An RT pack, which has a 5.7 liter and a 6.4 liter V8 options. I love options. The SRT Hellcat Power supercharged 6.2 liter V8 rated at 717 horsepower.
Damn. Sounds very nice.
And they're going to stick to the manual for this last one.
Okay.
Manuals in 2013 were only about 35% of the orders. So,
I mean, everybody loves a manual, but you know when they don't love a manual? In traffic.
No.
Nobody loves a manual in traffic.
That's
you know
when
when you really appreciate your automatic car? When all you have to do is just have one foot halfway on the brake pedal, and then you have that kind of like, oh my God, like when you feel like you're falling in bed, like maybe you don't have the brake pedal depressed enough. Oh, okay, I'm good.
My car in traffic kind of auto follows. I don't really have much traffic.
Well, la-dee-da, not all of us live in the future.
Well, but in the future, when you get this car, you will get a last call plaque, and we have colors returning that you have all loved. B5 blue, Plum Crazy and Sublime.
I can't wait till Plum Crazy comes out. I've been wanting that to come back.
Plum Crazy about some Plum Crazy.
Plum Crazy about a Hellcat may be the title.
Totally. Dodge will offer 7 special editions with limited production.
Okay.
Get them. These are fantastic dream cars. Do they have any photos of the fantastic dream cars below?
No, they don't. Of course they don't. Of course they don't. But it would be nice. Go to your local Dodge dealer to drool all over it today or tomorrow, whenever they have it in stock.
Well, these will be collectible at one point, especially with the plaque.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to want to get that manual.
Can't wait till like 30 years in the future to like one of those barn shows, and they just go, and this is my Hellcat 2023, last of the models.
Don't you ever touch that barn dust. I'll kill you right now. I'm going to prison. The triple life sentence. They touched the car with the barn dust. I'm sentenced to death right now. I'm going to go Tuesday.
Half-inch thick layer of barn dust on that.
I told him, don't touch the barn dust. I had to kill him. That's going to develop more dust.
So, it's just like one of those things.
I mean, shows.
I can't wait to find like one of those shows that like, yep, and there's that car they talked about on Lugnutz. They said it would be in a barn, and they said that man would be killed if he touched the barn dust.
Dodge.
Dodge fans are crazy, so I don't put it past them, okay?
Yeah. It was the one show back in the cable television days, Dodge, they had I think the Charger, when it came back, the Ford, they took it to like a monster truck pull.
Yeah.
And the guy, that car ain't ever going to pull that sled. It's a car, not a truck. That pulls the thing all the way across. Holy shit, I'm gay. I'm like, wow. It's just a car, man. I think he had suppressed issues. But we're not going to suppress this next story. The things they'd air on television those days. Well, if you're in Europe, you can avenge the world in your new Jeep Avenger. That might not be the official name, but
as long as they don't get sued.
In Europe,
although there was that movie, The Avengers, before them. It was like an early black and white film, I want to say.
They probably own it.
Yeah, there was a movie, The Avengers, and then The Avengers came out long after. Like, I'm talking about, this is well in public domain kind of territory, so it's probably not kind of legal case. But
is any of the movies just Avengers, or is it Avengers Endgame, Avengers something else, Avengers?
Oh, they're all like Avengers, and then
that's how they get around the legal bits. But
maybe.
Back to the Jeep, whatever it's called, Jeep Avenger, starting at $41,500, pretty good. This is going to Europe. Front-mount electric motors rated 115 kilowatts, which is about 154 horsepower, and a 54-kilowatt battery pack, range of 400 kilometers or 248 miles.
So, I mean, sticking to the 400 from last week, but a different 400 kilometers, less impressive.
Yeah.
But still, for a small vehicle like this over in Europe, 250, it's a lot less short.
Maybe you don't like that. You could get a 100 horsepower, 1.2 liter turbocharged gas engine in Italy and Spain only. If you're Italian and Spanish and you really want that 1.2 liter, you're in luck.
They probably don't.
Everyone else will have to, import one.
That's not going to happen either.
It's cheap, so it might pass. I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe.
20 years, when's a classic? What's Mercedes doing? It's always fun to look at what Mercedes is doing. This is a concept, the EQT Marco Polo 1 for Europe.
Is it going to spread syphilis too?
No, probably not. I hope not.
You know what?
They'll get sued for that.
I have to say, they probably wouldn't allow that through the manufacturing process. Like, oh, yeah, and by the way, you're going to get syphilis.
It's probably why it's only in Europe. You know what? This one can't go. Let's keep it out of they could drive How about the States? No. They can drive to South America. It's touchy there. We
Very
can't allow
touchy.
it. Let's just leave this in Europe.
Still a sore subject. Just Europeans can have it.
Yeah, and he died on the way, so it wasn't really him. But anyway, back to the concept. Fully electric Marco Polo, the Marco Polo EQT 1. Whatever the hell.
You could have shortened that up. You could just called it the Marco Polo 1. And I
The concept camper minivan. It folds up inside. It's 6.5 feet long, 3.5 feet wide. Seats can be configured to sleeping, living, cooking. See below. It's
very
not
nice,
a bad
sleek looking
vehicle. There
I
you
mean,
go.
especially with that because you're sleeping up there.
That
That's a
no,
nice
that
look
is so
there.
you can stand.
Oh shit!
So you
Look
can
at
stand
that.
up.
Oh wow!
Rumors of
Elegant. That is elegant.
I hope the rumors are wrong when they're talking about range. 175 miles isn't. You're not going to go very far.
I don't want to go far from the house. I'll be outside in that. Like, where's Matt? He's out in his camper out front.
Parked on the street. He calls it camping.
I'm camping. Leave me alone.
Rumored 175 miles, 120 horsepower, 197 torques.
That's really nice. Look, you got a sink over here. You got like every kind of facet you want from home.
I don't know, one or two. I guess camping must be much more popular in Europe.
Yeah. Well,
Out of like a van.
I mean, you don't
Like in America, people who go camping, they get those RVs.
You can't
They get
fit them over
serious about it. Yeah.
That's why you get so
That's why I like
excited about
this.
stuff like this over there because you're like, I can go camping.
Yeah, you're never going to fit an RV down
Never.
those teeny, tiny little European roads.
Be easier to find any kind of car that Jezzer would think of
What are those,
driving through.
What are those modern RVs? They're bigger than the road. They
Jezzer
never
could
make
drive
it
his
down the road.
tractor more places than you could fit an RV in most places in Europe, you know? So, I mean,
Limited.
this is a good option for him, you know?
You'd be limited to places where 18-wheelers can go.
Yeah, I mean, you even look at the space here. You got a nice little seating area.
It looks great.
That looks really awesome because storage space below. You're going on a camping trip. You're going to need storage space, you know, and a nice big area. If you can customize it how you want and how you're going to need it, a lot of people even
reconfigures for all your needs.
A lot of people use vans for this purpose, and they'll just retrofit the inside for however they want.
The economy hurts everyone in every way they can.
Okay.
Or helps everyone, or whatever we got. We got a great next story. Here it is, Green Car of the Year, the 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander. I haven't seen it yet either. There it is.
Kind of looks like an Outlander, just with different
Looks
lights.
like an Outlander. Top segment performance as part of the Green Car Journalist 2023 Car Awards.
It's interesting looking. I mean, Mitsubishi's always had that kind of weird look to them, but it still overall looks like the same thing you've seen over and over again.
It's recognized for its blend of environmental performance and family-friendly versatility.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with creativity at all.
No.
So they got it. They donked it.
It has, keep your finger on that button. It has a 38-mile driving range for all electric mode. There's a gas engine as well.
Thank God. Unless you only have to go like 15 miles and then, you got like a 30-mile round trip. Then you're good.
That's really not very far. But EPA estimate range of, with the gas engine, 420 miles or as far as the next gas station.
That's kind of variable.
Yeah.
Rate-wise.
They're trying to do, I guess, electric. This is where you start. Like Jeep started with that. We have it has electric 5-mile range. What?
Yeah, now 400.
Where am I going 5 miles off road? I'm not getting back. I'm going nowhere, pal.
Yeah. Well, then they started off with 5, and now they got 400. Now they have 400 kilometers. On
everybody's got to
step it up.
Yeah, everyone's got to start somewhere.
Sometime.
Like, we can start with this next story. If at first you don't succeed or screw up horribly and make an ass of yourself and make a car that no one likes and no one wants to buy, you try and redesign another one, and here they go again. They're
Try again.
This is the second try for the ID3. Maybe someone will like this one. So this is the concept drawing. It's Volkswagen, so let's hope it doesn't have any squeaky wheels. When they squeak, boy, do they squeak. Starting 46.3, it has the latest software, which I don't know why they're bragging about. Last week, they were just telling us...
We updated our drivers! Woo! Yeah!
Ooh, the excitement.
Like, wow, okay.
12-inch display.
I cleaned my room too, bitch!
Oh, yeah. And took out the trash.
Ooh. Swoosh.
Plug and charge and the intelligent electric route planner.
Okay.
No plans to sell it in the U.S.
It didn't find a route to it?
It did not. Let's look below. Let's see if they have a better...
Oh, look
This
at
is what
that.
the inside will look like. It's all right, I guess. Screen in the center, big open, white.
I mean...
I don't like the white.
It's true to Volkswagen to have a nice open area, though, and have it flat. And then the screen popping out, that's nothing new. I mean, you're not really going to see much deviation. Besides, like, are you going to have a console connecting it or no? Because then that's the look now. Now it's even more futuristic.
Yep.
Any other?
There it is.
There you go. I mean,
They're really trying to make it, I think, look like a Golf.
yeah, they are.
And if you do that,
well,
you'll
and
be
then
fine.
you look at this to where maybe that's like wood grain right there on the flat
it's just
part of the
shadow.
deck. I like that.
Because you look over there in the next one.
Well, I think I see this as them setting up different interiors. Like you have a two-tone and then you have a regular one like that. Because they all have the same kind of style.
I think
feel
they're
like
going
looking
for
at that.
shadows in that one. What's that last one?
Not a bad back end.
Not a bad back end. Nice backside, I guess.
I mean, nothing's gonna be a GTI. You know, it's gonna be something new, and it's gonna draw inspiration from past models. And when you have a bubble like this, yeah, it draws from everything, but it still looks good.
Hold that thought. Let's go to this next story. Lancia is still here with us. And Stellantis. This... Boy. Automotive sculpture. This is Lancia's... Lancia's going to go all electric.
Uh-huh.
So this is their sculpture.
Are they going to put this on the table when they're about to announce the real vehicle that they're going to do?
I don't know what they're
Like
going to
ice
do.
sculpture?
This is an odd... It's like a spaceship.
Yeah, spaceship ice sculpture.
like a
This is what they put on the table, and then they have the big guys with the projector and their PowerPoints.
You haven't seen the whole thing. So let's. This is a sculpture that encompasses the radical design that we will see in all three future models.
Wow, very ambitious.
Let's go below and look. Wow.
Somebody's been watching Flight of the Navigator, man.
Yeah, a lot. Someone's watching a lot of Flight of the Navigator. You need to put it down.
They're a big fan.
I was too when it came out.
Flight of the Lancia.
Yeah.
That's
Very
weird.
They forgot to add wheels, I think.
It looks almost like a shoe or like something you'd shave a head. Like, brr, this is the head shave of 9000 from Manscaped.
They have a name for it.
I'm sure.
PU plus RA0.
Come on now.
No, that's it.
For a shitty design, you're going to start it off with PU.
PU plus RA0.
They weren't
what they
confident in their own design.
They call it the sculpture. It's not a car. It's a...
I wouldn't tie the two together either. I really wouldn't. No, that's just ugly.
It's probably going to rust anyway.
What else we got? Oh, wow. And now it kind of looks like a cell phone.
Looks like
the back of a
looks
phone.
like
You got
where
your
you'd
power
screw
button
in
there.
an
Yeah.
electrical outlet, like a light bulb,
Yeah.
because it's got those...
You could put this anywhere. It will stick to the wall, and then you plug your light bulb in there.
you don't know convenience like this.
You don't need a power generator anymore. Just this convenient device, and you plug it. That almost, I would appreciate that. It's like, hey,
It lights
third world
up,
country.
but-
You have this and a light bulb. There you go. Now
It
you got
lights
light.
up. It lights up when your light bulb's charged.
Okay. I mean, that's less eventful, but all right.
Whatever.
And it's apparently not that big.
Okay. It's different. Looks like a boat.
Yeah. Or at least flotation device.
So if it's indoors, it's probably not going to rust. But it's kind of what they're known for a while. Believe it or not, they're still here kind of in Europe.
I mean, Stellantis owns Alpha, though, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's why they could do shit like crazy shit like this.
There's Lancia. So their SUVs, or their cars, probably a Peugeot 408.
Yeah, this is the future Peugeot 408.
But
We're just seeing it now.
the next Peugeot 408 won't look like this next story. We have a gallery of a brand new concept, Genesis X convertible. Folding hardtop E-Light is what is the Genesis calls, that's the front, the E-Light.
I like the back.
Evolution of the Genesis grille adapted for electric vehicle for that special front.
Here's that hardtop you're
Yeah,
talking
convertible
about there.
hardtop.
Oh,
I think it
wow.
looks pretty good.
That looks nice. That
Simple
looks
design,
nice.
bizarre.
Look at the light in that front grill. That actually really sells me on that, man.
Yeah, it's pretty. It looks good. Convertible. It's
And you got the nice hardtop. I mean, you look at the blue, I guess like a gray or dark weird green.
gray,
silver.
grayscale. It looks
Yeah.
like maybe a little.
And then you blue at the
black.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, blue's a shade of black. So
Four-seater, deep. It looks like it has a nice center of gravity, very low to the ground. I don't know why I went there, but it also, where was it? There we go. Nice shot of the interior. Your nice, huge center console here, where you can really get a nice elbow.
kind of like a getting to the Corvette level. No,
Yeah.
no. Here I have buttons. I can't see you. No, I have buttons and
You're over
click,
there.
click, click, click. It's still a car, right? Click,
Talk to the
click.
hand.
What buttons are you hitting?
Because the
Click,
face
click.
doesn't want to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a nice wall there. And then, I mean, looks very comfortable, very driver-centric.
Very driver centric. No, don't touch the buttons. They're my buttons.
You know what? Actually, don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Just
That'd be a bit
Did you put a
awkward.
plastic bag down before you sat? I don't want anything lingering. Those look like cheap
Oh.
jeans.
Well, whatever you're gonna ride your Genesis X in,
Mm-hmm.
over to your new Genesis dealer. Thank you for joining us.
Right on over here, Facebook.com/Lugnutz Podcast is where you're going to find us and our finely tuned, polished content. Going audio adventure-wise on Sundays, and the video dropping on Tuesdays is when you're going to find us on the YouTube and the Facebook for the video, and then anywhere you find audio podcasts, you will find our Luggy and Nutty adventures on Sundays. And, of course, it doesn't matter if you drive a Tesla or a Ford, because nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, gang. Until then, drive on!
Tesla semi drove 500 miles on a single charge.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Subaru Crosstrek 2023 launched in Japan only. I don't know. Skoda plans to launch 3 completely new electric vehicles by 2026. Big plans. One every 2 years, I think. I think I mentioned this one. The GTR successor will be all electric. Thank you
And
for joining.
until next week, wall jangers, drive on. Bye-bye.
Drive on Lugnutz.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get your doodle on the floor.
Gravity is attacking me.
Oh, no.
As it attacks us all.
Just like oxygen.
Attacks this mic stand.
oxygen, gravity, and time. The Triforce of killing you. Great Media Comic-Con coming May 20th of 2023 at the Media Community Center. Make sure you pop on over there and check out everything that's going on. So we want you to hit that subscribe button right there. Right above my head is going to be the very best Purge Hangers and Wall Hangers video for you. Above Big Brother's head, that's going to be every single Lugnutz podcast in a playlist, of course. And we want you to end the podcast off just like we always do with our main man, Connor.
Drive on Lugnutz.
We'll see you next time, gang. Bye-bye.
Drive on Lugnutz.